OK, you weren't shagging your bear. You would never do anything weird and perverted like that because you're just so normal.
Here's some woman came round, Tess Freeman. She even waited for a bit.
What's the matter, man?
Tess Freeman from Cooper and Stebbing.
Yeah.
That's it, then.
She's quite attractive for someone so large, isn't she? What, is she a wrestler or something?
No, she's a debt collector. It's a relief in a way. Always knew they'd catch up with me, and now they have. Oh, well.
Are you in some sort of trouble, man?
I owe credit card companies £9,000.
Bloody hell, what'd you spend all that on?
Clothes, chocolate, champagne. I've been living with you two. I had to cheer myself up somehow. God, what am I going to do?
Go to prison, probably.
Oh, he's right, Martin. I probably will have to go to prison. I better get used to the idea of going to the bog in a bucket.
Yeah, I was thinking, if ever I got into serious debt, I could become a rent boy. I mean, it'd be a last resort, obviously. There's a chap at work who told me I've quite a demand for my type. Ginger choir boy, he calls it. No, I'm not sure he knows all this, the chap at work. Usually just talks about foreign settlements. I have very pert buttocks, apparently. Which is something the punters are particularly keen on. Well, probably won't happen.
God, where am I going to find 9 big ones?
If you do go to prison, you will tell us exactly what goes on in there, won't you? I mean, all the details about what the women get up to with each other.
Yeah.
In the showers with the soap, lathering each other up. Gently at first, then more vigorously, until the stern but strangely attractive guard comes in and finds them.
Shut up, Matt! Oh, I can't go to prison.
It's all right, Mark will come and visit you, wouldn't you, Mark?
Yeah, I'll smuggle you in a file up my jacksie.
They smuggle the file in a cake. They put their drugs up their jacksie. Well, look what you've done, you ginger fool.
Do you think she'll stop soon?
Well, she better. EastEnders is on in a minute. Well, you're in finance, Mark. Help her. Give us some financial advice. What would that Turkish tosser at the bank say?
Oh, yeah, good idea. Yeah, what would Wally Bazoom say? No, that's no good. I just can't aspire to think like Wally Bazoom. It's aiming too high, Matt.
Tosser, innocent. Look, it's no use. I'm going to take charge of the situation. Have we got some smelling salts?
Oh, I don't think so. You got some salt?
Oh, that'll do. Go and get it. Now, Mandy, I want you to lie down. I don't want you to be frightened. You're still in shock. I'm going to make you better by giving you the kiss of life. Oh, she bit me! I don't know where my last tetanus was. Shit, Mark! I can feel my jaw locking already.
A glass of water?
I don't want a glass of water. Oh, I've got an aversion to water. She's giving me rabies.
What do I do with this? Just sprinkle it on her.
We don't bite people in this country. It's just one of those little unspoken rules. No biting.
You feeling better now, man?
No, I'm not.
Hey, man, I've just thought your novel. You'll get some money for that, won't you?
It's got a little way to go yet. It's not my fault. Nobody could write a novel living in this place of torment.
I've written a novel. Well, it's not really a novel, it's just... I've written down a few of my thoughts and feelings about Claire. I'll read you a bit if you like. Claire Theresa Deirdre Monaghan. That's the title. My Perfect Summer with Claire. That's the subtitle. To my beloved Claire, who inspired this book and turned me from a boy to a man. That's the dedication. Thanks to Claire Monaghan for being so beautiful. That's the acknowledgement. Right, now the first chapter. The very first time I saw Claire.
Sorry, mate.
I've got
I just...
Right. Just the one letter today, is it?
Yeah. Doesn't seem enough, does it? I really should generate more work than that on my salary. I earn an absolute fortune, you know.
You could save it up for your pig farm.
Maybe.
Well, why not? You're old enough to choose what you want to do. I mean, what would happen if you decided to leave the company? It couldn't be that awful.
My family would never speak to me again.
Maybe you don't like him anyway.
They wouldn't let me see our old Labrador, Ginty.
You'd buy a brand new puppy for your new start.
I'd lose my inheritance, which is worth about 4 million.
It's not so bad here.
Maybe I should forget about the money. I mean, how important is money, anyway? You know, sometimes I envy the wage slave who earns just enough to lead a pleasant, fulfilling life without the pressure of an inheritance to worry about. Their lives must have a charming simplicity.
Bollocks. Sorry, Archie. But it's not pleasant and fulfilling at all. It's a horrible daily grind of menial jobs. There's never enough money. I mean, before you know it, you could quite easily find yourself £9,342.71 in debt. At least I imagine that's what it must be like.
I'm sorry. Have you got financial problems, Mandy?
Me? No, I wasn't talking about me just then. I'm absolutely fine. Right. I'll go and type this up pronto.
Man, I need to speak to you about something. I didn't want to say it in front of Matt because it's a bit personal.
Can't you understand, Mark? I've got my own problems at the moment. I haven't got time to listen to you whinging on about Claire's heavenly sun-kissed bosoms today, all right?
Right, well, it's not about that. I just want to say I've got £5,000 I could lend you if you want.
£5,000?
Yeah. And I was saving up for me and Claire in case she ever came back to me, but it doesn't look as if she ever will. Looks as if she's out of my life for good. I know that now.
Oh, Mart. You poor old thing. Must have been really dreadful having your heart broken like that. You've been very brave, though. So when can I have that £5,000?
2 days ago, you said she did live here.
And she moved out. It's very sudden.
Could you give me her forwarding address, please?
She didn't leave one.
I see. This is where things start to get a bit unpleasant, Mr. Malone.
Yeah?
We write to your neighbours to see if they know where Ms. Wilkins has gone. It can get very embarrassing.
No need to be embarrassing me, Tess.
If you hear from her, perhaps you could give us a ring. I gave you my card, didn't I?
Yep, and I gave you my card. You have very interesting hands, by the way, Tess.
I'm sorry?
I'm a palmist. I read palms. I can't help noticing people's hands. And you've got very large hands, haven't you? I'm large for a woman. I bet you've got a good firm grip.
I'm quite strong.
Why don't you come in for a cup of tea and I'll give you a complete reading?
No thanks, I'm busy.
Free of charge.
Look, mate, I don't believe in palmistry or any of that stuff. I think it's a load of rubbish.
But you're a girl. All girls believe it. It's genetic.
I don't.
I get it. Those hands. You're a sex change, aren't you? Oh, sorry, mate. I wouldn't have come on to you if I'd known. When you had your knob chopped off, did you keep it? What's it feel like?
Something like this, I imagine. I'm not a transsexual.
OK. Mate. You've got a beautiful palm here, Mandy. And...
Something incredible's just happened.
Yeah, later, Mark. I'm reading Man's palm for her. You know, Mark, reading her palm?
Claire rang me at the office.